Okay, so actually I lied. We're not gonna climb the trail yet. We're gonna do some collection first. So now is when you're gonna need your bugs. And whenever you see a soil patch like this, you can drop your bugs in to get a Skulltula. Before you go happy dropping your bugs into the hole, please be mindful to not actually drop them directly in the middle, and I'll show you why right now. As soon as these bugs release, spam your bottle, and you have recaught it. As long as you hear the sound effect, then they will always find their way to the hole, and you can reuse the same bugs over and over again. But if you do it in the middle, there is a chance for them to go down the hole instantly, all 3 of them, and you have to go find new bugs. It's very annoying. Anyway, that's our first skull. Our second skull, we actually passed on the way to Dodongo's cavern. Go away, Tektites. I said go away. Okay. It's over here. And some of you might actually think that we can't get this right now. And we might have to go do the third dungeon in the game, but this is not the case, as you can climb this wall. I do not know why. There's no indication that you can climb it. I wouldn't really call it bad game design, because again, you can come back here later, even if you don't pick up that you can climb that wall, but I don't really understand why it's climbable. There's no indication for it. Ow. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to Goron City, because we got some business there now that Dodongo's cavern is free of, well, Dodongos. How are they even monsters? We went in and we, like, killed them. They're in their home. It's called Dodongo's cavern. Anyway, Goron City has some side stuff for us to do. One of those side stuff is to bomb this pot. And miss! And miss. Okay. I'm gonna throw it in now. I'm good at this game, I swear. Okay, wait. Are you kidding me? Okay, it's worth noting that this is my second recording session of this Let's Play, and I haven't recorded in days. Okay, there we go. And... hey, we got it first try. There's 3 outcomes that can land on. I believe if you get, like, the straight face, you get a bomb refill. If you get the sad face, you just get, like, green rupees. And, of course, if you get the smile, you get a piece of heart, which is very good. That's not the only thing we came up here for. There's another guy. Here he is. I don't know if we're actually going to get this, but I'm going to try anyway. Hey! Normally I would wait for this guy, but you have to actually bomb him near this part of the map, I think. Alright, I'll give you this in praise of your courage. This is a big bomb bag. It just lets us carry 10 more bombs than usual. Very, very nice. This, as opposed to the slingshot upgrade, is actually pretty useful because you will be using bombs pretty much the entire game. Okay, there's one more thing we need in Goron City. And it's over here. Ow. I probably shouldn't have gotten hit. Okay, when you get to this rock maze, only these, like, brown rocks are breakable. These guys won't blow up. I'd say hug the right at first. And then kind of take a left over here. And then go back right. I gotta stop getting blown up. I believe these are rupees? I'm rich. This is kind of a waste, but money's not that important in this game anyway. What we came here for is the Skulltula. And by the way, I mean that money is not important in the long run. In the early game, you're going to want to collect as much as possible. But don't really stress if you end up wasting rupees, because it's not that big of a deal. And if absolute worst comes to worst, you can actually farm them. It's just slightly slower. But for now, we are actually done in Goron City. So I guess it's actually time to head to the top of Death Mountain Trail. How do you get there, How do we get there, you might ask? Well, you just blow up some rocks. It's as simple as that. This pathway was inaccessible to us earlier because we don't have the bombs. But now that we have bombs, we can get up here. Do 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 do. Okay, this next rock has always kind of been annoying because you have to time it. I think I missed that. Oh, no, I got it. That used to take me forever as a kid. Coolness points. I'm just gonna backwalk this because this place is kind of scary. This place kind of used to scare me as a child because it's like it's raining down meteors on you. That's kind of horrifying, and the way the ground shakes. I'm not gonna bother to kill these guys, which leads me to another thing that I forgot to mention in the Deku Tree because I want to actually use the slingshot. These guys normally will charge after you if you try to climb in the wall without killing them. See how they turns purple? But if you actually don't move, whether its mouth is facing you, it won't charge you. You've done well to come all the way up here, Link. This is the summit of the sacred Death Mountain. It is said that the clouds surrounding this peak reflect the condition of Death Mountain. When they look normal, it is at peace. Climbing all the way up here just proves how smart you are. Now I want you to see another smart move. The Great Fairy lives on this mountaintop, and she will give you a new skill. She is the leader of the fairies, you know. I will perch here and wait for you. When you're ready to go back down, I can help you. Now get going. Okay, so before we go to the Great Fairy just yet, we do have some business here. So, our business here is very quick, because we're actually not supposed to be here yet. We are not equipped for it. Do not let that timer count down to 0. It will burn your shield. I believe Link bursts into flames, and that kills your shield. Which, you know, it's funny that letting the timer run down doesn't... Or... It's funny that letting the timer reach 0 burns your shield, but this doesn't. My shield's fine. The second thing we're going to want to do here is bust open this crate for a skull shell. And now we want to get it. Because this place is kind of scary. Okay, let's bomb open this wall. And into the Great Fairy Fountain. Whenever you see this Triforce, you're just going to want to play Zelda's Lullaby. Well, wasn't that a good Great Fairy visit? Yeah, actually, I'm going to be cutting out all of the Great Fairy cutscenes because they are all, like, way too long. And they are completely identical. And also, there's 6 of them. But I will be explaining what she has given us. The first Great Fairy reward is magic. You're going to see that green bar under my health. It goes down whenever I use magic. Later on in the game, we're going to get items that actually consume magic, but right now we have none. There is one thing we can do, and that is if we hold B, we can actually charge our spin attack for a magic attack. If you don't charge B, you can actually get a magic spin by default if you do what's called a quick spin by spinning the control stick and pressing B quickly, like this. Anyway, that's magic. It will become more important later, but right now it just kind of exists. So we can actually ride the owl back. If I could talk to the owl, please. Okay. I actually, to this day, I don't really know how to get on him. I just kind of target him and press A. I think there's a prompt for it, but it's kind of finicky. Okay. We are back in Kakariko now. Very cool. Before you jump down, right here, there's like a little building, and you can just drop down and come into this door. And they're holding a cow hostage, and they ripped out his heart. Wait, no, this isn't the cow's heart. Then whose heart is it? It's best not to ask questions. If you don't want to do that, it is actually possible to jump from that like little beam of construction with Cuckoo, and you can actually glide over here. There's other alternative methods to getting up here. I might bring them up. I might completely forget. Who knows? But for now, we're actually done on this section of the map, and we're actually going to want to go back to Hyrule Field. Hello. Hello. Is this working? I hope that doesn't mess with the recording. Let's see. I don't think it would. Wait. Hello. Okay. At least it happens in an area where I'm not exactly dying. Okay, so now that we're in Hyrule Fields, I almost said castle, we're just gonna head west. And just follow the river. River? I say words really weirdly sometimes. In general, I'm very bad at pronouncing things. It's rough. I used to say a lot. It's like I'm on dial-up trying to process my next word. Anyway, we're gonna come here because we are going to Zora's River. And if we didn't clear out the Dongo's Cavern, we couldn't get here. Because of boulders. Go away, Owl! Looks like we've already gotten bigger and stronger already. You saw me 5 minutes ago! Just ahead lies Zora's domain. The Zoras serve Hyrule's royal family by protecting this water source. Their door will not open for anyone except those who have some connection with the royal family, or those who have a cuckoo. Let them hear the melody of the royal family. Hoot, hoot, hoot. Bye-bye, Owl. I sure do hope you don't show up 5 milliseconds later. Okay, so I do get skulls here. Well, first one's here. Bonk. I'm just gonna stab the skull. Stab the skull. I should have 10 right now. I'm just gonna double check. I do have 10. Okay, we're on track. We're on track. Everything's fine. If you don't know, I do have handwritten notes for like the entire game here. So if I'm off, I'm gonna like start panicking a lot. We are gonna want to buy 4 beans here. Chomp, chomp, chomp. How about some magic beans? They aren't selling very well, probably because they're magic. How about 10 rupees for 1 piece? So, you might think I'll be able to buy 9 of these. That's not the case. These beans' price increases by 10 every when you buy. By the way, don't use these beans willy-nilly. I would recommend only planting them at the places I say, because you will have to buy more and they're pretty limited. In general, I don't really like the bean system. I think it's kind of cool, but in general, it's just kind of a bit annoying for me. I think I can get 1 more. Yeah, I'm supposed to buy 4. The issue is that we have 39 rupees, but we do have a bunch of rocks here, so I believe the stream also drops rupees. So if you really need rupees, you should go swimming. Also, the Stell children should drop it too. Anyway, give me my last bean, please. Also, for some reason, this soil patch doesn't drop a Skulltula if you were thinking about putting bugs in it. I don't know why. I believe this is the only soil patch in the game that isn't like that. It's very strange. I legitimately don't know why it's like that. Anyway, now that we have this cuckoo, I just realized that it's nighttime, so I'm going to be very annoyed later. Hopefully you made it here in the daytime. You don't know why now, but you'll know soon enough. Don't worry about that heart piece. Are you kidding me? Well, we don't actually need this cuckoo right now. Actually, I don't think we need it ever again. Normally, that cuckoo is very valuable because you can actually use it to get into Zora's domain without Zelda's Lullaby. Which is what you need to use, by the way. That's what he meant by connection to the royal family. But, you know, because I'm playing the game completely normally, in quotation marks, I don't need to use such witchcraft. Again, don't worry about the piece of heart. I do think it's possible to get this one, though, if you bring the cuckoo up here, but it's not really worth it. You don't really need to. Now, there's actually a skull on this ladder, but it only spawns at night, so guess what I gotta do for the 15th time? Alright, here he is. And that's the second skull. I believe that's the last of the skulls here for now. Let me just check. Yeah, okay. So now the only thing to do is to open up this waterfall. Welcome to Zora's domain. This place looks so nice. Like, just the way the water, like, reflects off of the walls. I know this is just a moving texture and is not a reflection, but it just looks so nice. Hey, look, there's a Zora up there. So, we're actually broke, which is kind of an issue, but no problem. We're actually going to need 20 rupees. Don't ask me why, but there's 5 rupees in here. Go into here, which is actually a shop. Don't worry about it. It's unimportant. And that blue rupee respawns. So just do this a couple more times, and you're going to have enough rupees, and you'll be fine. Okay, we have enough rupees now. I'm gonna equip a Deku Stick, because we're all gonna need a Deku Stick. Don't have a Deku Stick? Do not worry. It's not here, it's here. And that one respawns too, so you can farm Deku Sticks, no problem. I am gonna do the Deku Stick thing first, just to get it out of the way. There is a torch right here. Remember what I said, if you light a torch, then the burn timer resets. I am a little bit iffy on if it pauses during cutscenes, so I might eat my words right now, but I know for a fact that with normal torches it does. Okay, we're good. Get the third torch, and then there's 2 beneath this waterfall. Make sure not to put your torch out by going into the water. And we get a chest. Not that you would know that because of the camera. What could it be? What could it be? It's a piece of heart. Was that a new heart container? Yeah, it was. Okay, we just got some more health. That's pretty cool. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, it's time to actually do something for progression. Yeah, okay, yeah, if you don't actually go into the shop, that blue rupee won't respawn. You actually need to reload the area. So even though that pot respawns, because it only respawned from me being far away from it, there was no rupee in there. High dive practice spot. Are you confident in your diving skills? Not really, but we're gonna go here anyway. Diving game, 20 rupees. Wanna play? Yeah. Okay! Pick up all of the rupees I throw from here. You have only a limited amount of time. When you pick them all up, come back here. I'll give you something very nice. Okay, so it's, as he said, we're just gonna dive off the waterfall and pick up all these rupees. One thing that you should be aware of is that you can actually move while you dive. So if you want to try to like line up your dives like this, for example, and hold the direction of like a rupee trail, you can get multiple at once. And if you don't know that, then this becomes a little bit more painful. But if you do know that, this is very, very easy. It's not very hard at all. Although, if you do get bad RNG, it does kind of suck. Hey, congratulations! I've got something very nice for you. Come and get it. Yeah, we gotta go back up there. But if you get bad RNG, it can kind of suck because the rupees are so far spread that you can only collect one at a time. It's still very doable. It just hurts. It's a little bit painful. I gotta walk all the way back up to him. What a graceful dive! Now, please take this. This is a scale of our kind. With this, you can dive much deeper under the water. Well, we've got the silver scale. This just lets us so we can stay under the water for longer. Before, we could dive for 3 seconds, and then it would force us back up to the surface. But now we can dive for 6 seconds, which also means that we can go deeper. For example, there was this little entrance that we actually couldn't reach, but now we can. Welcome to Lake Hylia. So, we are actually going to plant our first magic bean here. I know. So we're going to have to equip it. I'm also going to equip my Ocarina. You'll see why later. But all the way over here is a bean that we're going to want to plant. Since it's nighttime, I'm going to go for this, but it might turn day by the time I get it. There's actually a skull here. Let me see if I can... If you can't get this skull, don't worry, you can get it later, like, much easier. This is actually kind of a pain to get at this point of the game. Okay, I got it. That's easy enough, but sometimes it fails. Oh, I actually just got a glitch. This is called Broken Deku Stick. It just lets you swing around the Broken Deku Stick and it will never break. Like, look. I believe you just get this for breaking your stick with a jump slash off of a very specific angle or a very specific surface. I don't really know much about it. I mean, I used to intentionally do it in Deku Trees for wizardry reasons, but other than that, I don't really know much about it. There is 2 more skulls here. One of them I'm going to go get right this instant. With not a bomb. We're actually going to use bugs in the soil, because this is a soil patch. See, look how far away those bugs are. They're going to make it to the hole. So don't worry about that. There is actually a 3rd sculpture here, but I'm going to wait to get it because it's daytime. And guess what? It's night only. Gotta love that. I'm going to go do one more thing, and I'm actually going to head to its location because it actually kind of takes a while to get to it. So it'll probably be night by then. But there is one more thing I want to do. And that is come over to the Scarecrow. I am Bonoro. Is that actually his name? I don't think I've ever read this text box in my life. The Scarecrow Musical Genius. I hear a song once and I never forget it, baby. Okay. So, whoa, you have an ocarina. Hey, why don't you lay a tune on me with it, baby? Can you stop calling me baby? That makes me very uncomfortable. So this is actually significant. He will remember the song. I recommend you make it something that you can remember. I think that I'm just gonna go left, up, 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 up. I know, very creative, but I just want to make sure that I remember it. Well, not bad. I'll remember it for you anyway. I don't mean I can remember only 8 notes, but let's just cut it right there for now, baby. Yeah. So you will... I mean, it's not required for the main story. It's mainly just side stuff, but you will need that later on. Now, as I said earlier, we're going to start heading to the third skull. You see that island over there? It's all the way over there. By the way... Wait, did I just say that? Well, no, duh. The island over there is over there. Anyway, if you ever hear like speedrunners or you see on the input display that they're mashing B, it actually does make Link swim faster. That's a real thing. So that's why they're mashing B. Link does go faster. Which is why I'm mashing it right now. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Maybe I edit out the controller sounds. I'm not sure. Well, now that we're here, we just need to wait. Does it count as night yet? I mean, it's pretty night-like. Oh, there it is. See, look, the sculptures just kind of spawn in front of you. Well, now it's dead. And now we gotta swim all the way back. I'm just gonna cut this, guys. Okay, we finally made it to the other side. We're gonna go back to Zora's Domain soon, but there is one more thing that I have to do. I really hope this is 20 rupees and not 30, because if it's 30, I am going to lose my mind. So let's just hope. I'm gonna break this rock first, just to make sure. I might be able to farm that rock if worse comes to worse. Well, do you want to go fishing for 20 rupees? Okay. Okay. Oh no, you don't have a Rumble Pack. Yeah, the Nintendo 64 Rumble Pack was basically Nintendo introducing vibration to this game. And this is basically him just saying, you don't have it. You don't get to have your controller vibrate when you fish. So, our goal is to catch a pretty big fish. I am not gonna lie to you guys, I understand a lot of this game. I know how this game works on a semi-deep level. I have zero idea how fishing works. I am not a fisher. But from what I always do is I target a fish near the middle. I cast. I kind of lead him along. Like this. And then I just pray he bites. And I usually hold down left and just A. And this is my strategy. I don't even know if this fish is big enough. It kind of looks big enough. But yeah, I'm sorry guys. Don't come to me for fishing advice. Well, it's about 4 pounds. That's not big enough. I think we need to catch something that's 8 pounds. Don't come for me for fishing advice. I have caught the Hylian loach before, but only once. And I'm not going to be catching it for this playthrough. I originally was going to, but it's just so much RNG. It only shows up like every 2 or 3 tries, counting from your first ever fishing trip. Also, I think this is the right fish. Always try to go like near the middle. I think he stays near the log. But yeah, I will not be catching the Hylian loach, unfortunately. There's no reward for it either. Yeah, it's as big as Link. Wow, this is a real lunker. Let's see, it weighs 10 pounds. Do you want to keep it? Yes! So, now that we have this fish, we're gonna go talk to the fisherman. We're gonna get him to weigh it. What do you want? I don't think he meant to say it that angrily. I don't know why I read it that angrily. Weigh my fish. Whoa! This fish is huge. It looks like a new record. It weighs at least 10 pounds. Seriously. Okay, here's your prize. And he gives us a heart. I don't know where all these people get these hearts from, but who am I to complain? Now, a normal person would just leave. No, not me. We're going to talk to him again. What do you want? Let's talk about something. You want to try another lure? What are you talking about? Are you so selfish? Don't you know that the old saying, a great fisherman never chooses his own lure? Okay, so if we read the rule sign, 1. Don't use sinking lures. 2. Don't litter. 3. Walk quietly. I think that I actually want to break the first rule. So, I'm not sure if this is a set spawn, full disclosure. I could have sworn I have memories of getting this walking around the edge. But just recently I've gotten this from going onto the log here. Ooh, is it not here? Ooh, I don't think it's here. Yeah, I think this is randomized spawns. Let me try here just right quick. I think it has to be somewhere you can stand. Okay. So that's definitely one of the spawns because I've gotten that before. So just letting you know that there's definitely a thing. What about around here? No, it doesn't appear to be around here either. Maybe around here. I think that's another spawn because I could have sworn I've seen somebody get that before. In the middle of these rocks? No. Okay. I'm gonna fully admit here, I don't really know what this is. So I'm gonna actually go back to my old strategy, which is take the ball and hug it the entire time. See, this is what makes this so mysterious. I still don't fully understand it, but I know it's here. Like, I've confirmed that it exists multiple times. But it's never... It feels like it's never in the same spot, and I don't really know where all of the spots are, if that makes sense. But I swear I'm not crazy. Am I crazy? I might be crazy. Have I ever considered that I've gone crazy? Playing Ocarina of Time over and over again. I mean, it's possible. I mean, I'm not finding it. Maybe I'm hallucinating. Maybe it never existed. No, it's gotta exist. Right? It's gotta exist. I know it exists. This game's trying to make me look insane. Did I imagine it? Is everything a lie? Do I not know Ocarina of Time like I thought I did? Am I a fraud? I'm so lost. Yes, I knew I wasn't crazy! Is this what I think it is? Astonishing! You snagged a sinking lure. What do you want to do with it? Use it now! I knew it! Okay, so, full disclosure, it definitely was not here last time I played this. It was on that log, and I swear I've gotten it, like, running across the wall. This is very hidden, and I'm sure there is, like, thousands of people that know this exists, right? But I'm also sure that there's a ton of people that have never seen this in their lives. And I'll show what the sinking lure does. I mean, I'm not going to really use it for much, but I'll show what it does. But first, let's go over to this guy. Because it's against the rules, so if you catch the 10-pound fish, he won't give you a heart piece. Also, wait, this place has a day and night cycle? I had no idea. What do you want? Let's talk about something. What? Do you want a fish with a different lure? Hey, what's that? What? You just picked it up? Usually the rules say you can't use one of those. I mean, usually, but what the heck? Now, I believe if you talk to this guy, he'll let you. Actually, it could have been completely false information that he'll deny you the prize if you don't talk to him first. I'm just sticking on the safe side because, you know, less work. But it is against the rules, so logic would dictate that. But, you know, I could be wrong. Now, I should show what this actually does. It is like a normal lure, but it makes it easier to catch fish because you can actually go underwater. And they'll be attracted to it more because it's more at the level. Like, see? Now, unfortunately for my sanity, I can't really figure out a way to guarantee that this guy lets go. So I'm just going to have to catch him. So, I'll cut to when I throw him away. Oh, I accidentally kept him, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna weigh him. I wanna quit. He told us to come back when we get a little bit older. As if. Nintendo characters don't age. Are you kidding me? Look at Mario. He's been like 30-something for 30 years. Next Mario game, he's just old and he has his it's like a thrown out back. So we're actually going to return to Zora's domain, but before we do, there is actually something in the water. Well, now that we can dive, let's go get it. You got an empty bottle. Put something inside and press the C buttons to use it. What? Something's already inside. Yeah, so we actually got an empty bottle. Would you look at that? We can put our bottles in it and such. This is very coolio indeed. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Oh wait, yeah, there's a letter in it. Huh? It looks like there is something already inside this bottle. It's a letter. Help me, I'm waiting for you inside Lord Jabu Jabu's belly. Rudo. Can't we just leave her in there? P.S. Don't tell my father. Unfortunately, no. Now, I'm actually going to wait for it to become night. You don't need to do this. I'm doing this to make my life easier for 100% shenanigans later on. Okay, well, I'm heading to Zora's domain now. So, in order to go get inside Jabu Jabu to go rescue Rudo, we're actually going to need to give him a gift. And some people actually complain about the design of this. And I kind of get it, right? Because you need to give Jabu a fish. And it's like, okay, well, how are you supposed to know that other than, you know, he's a whale? But, again, really, how are you supposed to know that? Well, if you knew that you could dive in front of Zora's, you could easily figure it out. Now, we Zoras all respect the great King Zora. He has the dignity of a king. Oh yeah, he does. The Grand King Zora has a princess named Rudo. She's an only child. She's also a wild tomboy, and it seems like she always is causing the king a lot of trouble. The great King Zora should be in the royal chamber. This was not the Zora I was thinking of. Is it this Zora? I'm eating my words. Zora's fountain is the source of the river. Lord Jabu Jabu lives there. Lord Jabu Jabu is the patron deity of the Zoras. Princess Rudo is in charge of preparing his meals morning and night. Huh, am I going crazy? I swear, this episode has just been me going crazy. Okay, I think it's this guy. Okay, can I stop diving, please? Have you seen Lord Jabu Jabu? No. Oh, that's not good. Everybody who comes around here should see Lord Jabu Jabu at least once. Zora's fountain is just beyond King Zora's throne. That is where Lord Jabu Jabu swims. Unless you have King Zora's permission, you can't go to King Zora. You can't go to Zora's fountain. Okay, let's say that we have. According to the legend of Zora, the act of offering a fish to Lord Jabu Jabu will make you happy. So that is what I was trying to show off. Very poorly, in fact. I got this swimming Zora mixed up with the swimming Zora over there. I also can't speak. But yeah, a lot of people complain that it's not clear enough. And let me get this straight. I'm not 100% defending this because I'm somebody who runs past like almost every NPC, so I would never see it. But an NPC does tell you, which I think that's worth something. Mind you, even when I knew that an NPC told you, I couldn't find the NPC that told you. So, you know, let that be what it is. Anyway, we're gonna go open up the path by showing King Zora the letter. And by the way, yes, I'm letting it play in full. Oh, this letter. It's from Princess Ruto. Let's see. She's inside Lord Jabu Jabu. That's not possible. Our guardian god, Lord Jabu Jabu, would never eat my dear Princess Ruto. But since that stranger, Ganondorf, came here, Lord Jabu Jabu has been a little green around the gills. The evidence seems clear. Of course you may go find Ruto. You can pass through here to the altar of Lord Jabu Jabu. I'll keep this letter. You keep the bottle. It was in. I read that very strange. Take it. Respectfully. Please find my dear Princess Ruto immediately. I told you I'm not cutting this. Why would I cut the best cutscene in the game? You'll get there eventually. Ow. Oh yeah, we're not gonna go there yet. I know we just sat there and we opened it up, but I actually just wanted to empty the bottle because, again, Jabu needs a gift, and we do not have a gift, so we're gonna dive down here. There's some shallow water over here, and what do you know? There's a lot of fish. If you can't be bothered to catch one, there is a pretty expensive fish in this shop, but come on, there's literally fishes right there, and you don't get a new bottle, by the way. You still need an empty bottle to accept it. So it's like, there's literally no reason to buy a fish over just catching it, other than the fact that some people might not know that you can catch fish. I'm actually kind of curious. I highly doubt it. No. Oh, yeah, that's a corner you can get broken Deku Steak off of, so that's cool. If you don't know what I was trying to do, there is a clip there later in the game that you can get out of bounds. I was wondering if I could do it right now. I'm sure there was some alternative setup for that, but I just kind of wanted to do it for coolness points. There he is. And I think there's nothing better to do than to just give him his gift.